Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cleveland Browns. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. You look at this Browns defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And for all the routes to keep an eye on in this one, they've got to find a way to take away the crossing routes. Those are the ones that when a receiver catches it on the run, those can really hurt a defense.
Jackson. He'll find Bateman once more. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the right sideline. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This thrown quickly out to Cooper. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Now Watson, he's going to move him around. And now with the play clock getting down, Kevin Stefanski going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. And now they'll shift things around. A guy coming off his best season as a pro. Here's Nick Chubb. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he gets this one just shy of 40 to mark it down at the 49. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Browns at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
They run the option on 2nd down. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the 1st down. I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
At the Ravens' 47-yard line.
From the gun, here's Watson. Forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
Well, they've been fighting and scratching and clawing for that first sack in the game, and it turns out to be a big one. Not just a short one right there behind the line. First one they get, 10-plus yards, and the guy who has the legs to escape most of these.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Corey Bojorquez gets set to punt for Cleveland. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. It's taken to the 26. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
You look at this Browns defense. They come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens 7, Browns nothing.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he'll work down inside the 45.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Smith and Jigba in motion right. Now Jackson on second down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
It's a great throw to the middle of the field. It's pumped up in the air. I expect someone to catch it. Whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
On third down, here's Mitchell. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to the ground here, Mitchell. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. On first down, they go back to Mitchell. Powerful. And now the rookie's free. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Dobbins will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Watson changing the play. They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. The Browns trying to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A 6-yard takeout brings up 2nd and 4 at the Browns' 23-yard line.
On 2nd down, Jackson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
After the interception, here's Watson.
And
he lost the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Trying the right side with Mitchell.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
To throw is Jackson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsom. And the Browns are going to have it here just past the 25.
Ravens drive about to get started.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
On first down, it's Watson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And bulldozing his way through. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the 48-yard line, here's a second down and 9.
A pitch out to Drake. Fighting through it, he's got space. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Moore, the man in motion. Watson now to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Smith and Jigba in motion right.
Jackson now.
That's complete left side to Bateman. Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
62 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba.
And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Moore, the man in motion. Watson. Able to shake him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Odafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Out of the gun, Watson. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Watson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, 56 yards. And the Browns are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3.
This is 2nd and 8. Now Lamar changing the look. Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
78 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They run over center Mitchell.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Once again, it's Mitchell.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Chop that up as a 40-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
We can make this one pretty simple. Lock up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And he is caught. He's got the 1st down and then some.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Ravens are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. but this defense knows that all too well.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Flush to his right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Fourth down, 10 yards to go.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
Watson on 1st down.
This goes out wide for Drake.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Watson.
Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Ravens 27, Browns 6. Justin Tucker to kick
So
off
they'll get
the
another
ball.
shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Come on, boys. We got this.
Oh, yeah? We got more where that came from.
Got more where that came from. Yeah.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Fresh off the pick 6, it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Watson. Being chased out left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? They'll look to throw here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Here we go on 4th. Watson.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, CD, this is the ideal situation in the 4th quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous.